Hey, this is Dr. Lieberman, and this is Reconstitution of Botox and Xeomin, version 2.0. Version 1 is still relevant and is up on my website if you're interested in more details of the computation and in various options of reconstitution. In version 2.0, there are no options. We just simply use 2 cc's of saline per 100 units of neuromodulator. This is easy to use, easy to measure, and gives a very nice diffusion for very good results. Notice how I say neuromodulator instead of toxin, because neuromodulator has a much more pleasant sound. Now let's take a look at the process. At Ageless MD Solutions, we inject with U100 insulin syringes that have a 31 gauge needle. Each little hash mark on the syringe is equal to 0.01 mils. The syringes are marked with 30 hash marks, which you can now calculate to be 0.3 mils. The math is straightforward. Each hash mark on a U100 syringe is 0.01 mils. If we mix 2 mils of saline in 100 units of neuromodulator, or 1 mil in 50 units of neuromodulator, this comes out to be 1 unit per 0.02 mils. Another way to say this is 1 unit per 2 hash marks on the U100 syringe. Easy math shows us that this comes out to be 2 units per 4 hash marks, 3 per 6, 4 per 8, and 5 units per 10 hash marks on the U100 syringe. I suggest marking the syringes that you're going to use for the reconstitution. Here, the syringe is marked at 1 mil, which is going to be used in 50 units of neuromodulator. A different color is used on the syringe that I will use to reconstitute 100 units of modulator. It is marked at 2 mils. Let's do a run-through. In this demonstration, I'm going to reconstitute a 50-unit vial of Xeomin. I could have used a 100-unit vial, but I don't want to have too much because I don't know when my next patient is coming in. Remember that the manufacturers recommend that the modulators be used the same day that they're reconstituted. There is a consensus opinion that a reconstituted vial, if properly refrigerated, can stay active for more than a day. All neuromodulators are freeze-dried or lyophilized prior to shipping and require reconstitution. In my little clinic, I prefer Xeomin, which is a purified neuromodulator and which is the only modulator that is shipped at room temperature, giving it a smaller administrative footprint. Remember that the neuromodulators and the saline used for reconstitution are sterile, but the outside of the vials are not. So wipe them with alcohol prior to each use. Now we draw up 1 mil of saline into our reconstituting syringe. We then puncture the rubber stopper with the reconstituting syringe. Notice how the vacuum draws in the saline. If there is no vacuum, contact your friendly representative. With Xeomin, we swirl and tumble the vial, making sure that the saline gathers all of the unconstituted modulator. We then use this high-tech tool to open the vial. I have found that the more you pay for a bottle opener, the harder it is to use on vials. A simple convenience store bottle opener works just fine. We are now ready to dip our U100 insulin syringe and draw up the desired amount of neuromodulator. Here I've drawn up 20 hash marks on the syringe, equaling 10 units of Xeomin. This concentration gives an ideal cosmetic effect and is very convenient to use. 2 mils of saline per 100 units of modulator, or 1 mil of saline per 50 units. This yields a reconstitution of 1 unit of modulator per 2 hash marks on a U100 insulin syringe. I suggest this ideal formula. Remember, 2 cc's of saline, 100 units of neuromodulator, and boom, your life will be good.